Hello and welcome to Chattanooga Girls Rock live stream this evening. We have two guests with us, Kendora and Shanice, and they're going to be performing in a minute, but first we're going to talk a little bit about self-love. It's February, love is in the air, that kind of thing. So first of all, we want to thank SoundCorps for giving us the opportunity to take over their stage for the night. And if you aren't familiar with Chattanooga Girls Rock, Chattanooga Girls Rock was born out of a sincere belief in the transformational effect of a music education, a commitment to fostering a more inclusive and uplifting music scene in Chattanooga, and a desire to provide girls and gender nonconforming youth with positive adult mentors and a supportive community where they can feel free to be exactly who they are. We're so excited to be here tonight with Kendora and Shanice. Yay! It feels strange not to have applause right there. But welcome. Why don't you guys tell us a little bit about yourself, who you are and what you do? Kendora?
Rock, paper, scissors?
Let's do it. Okay.
Wait, rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
Aw.
Wait, so I won.
Yes.
Okay. Does that mean? Okay. So my name's Kendora. I make pop music, and I make pop music. So you can perceive me on the internet, wherever it is you feel like perceiving me. You can listen to my music wherever you want. I've been making music for like 8 years. It's been a long time. And I'm never going to stop making music. So if you want to join in with me, I'm going to be here.
Nice. Kendora's also always got great, amazing, wardrobe choices. The outfits are always right on, style.
I love it.
Backdrop sometimes. It's amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah. Sorry, you too.
Yay. My name is Shanice. You can't see my smiles, but I'm over here smiling hard because I'm excited about this. But I am a singer, songwriter, musician. I perform locally here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. I actually have performed in Atlanta, performed in LA recently as well too. But I'm here. I'm from here. I was born and raised here. Been doing music. Original music for about a year, but I've been performing for about 2.5 years here in Chattanooga. So, you can follow me on social media. My artist name is actually Real. So, my government name is Shanice, but my artist name is Real. So
Real?
Real, R-I-E-L, R-I-E-L.
Real.
Real.
Okay. Got it.
You got to keep it real.
All right.
Yes, and that came from my middle name. My middle name is Ariel. So
That's
it's something
amazing.
simple and different, and I kind of just decided to do that now because coming into this new era of self-love, you just kind of find your identity a little bit more when you become an artist. So I'm coming into that, so that's where that came from.
I love to hear that. That's awesome. Riel. So let's just talk about self-love a little bit. I'm curious what you define as self-love. Like, how do you define it in your own terms?
For me, self-love is just really physically taking care of myself, and and mentally making sure that I'm taking care of myself, especially my space that I have, whether it be my house or your house or here. I want my space to be clear of negativity as much as possible. I feel like that helps me. Take more care of myself.
For sure. Your environment needs to be positive. So starting there, yeah. What about you?
I can agree with that. I also think self-love is kind of looking in the mirror at yourself and speaking kind to yourself. A lot of the times we forget to do that. You have to remind yourself that I am, using those I am affirmation statements and things like that, and just encouraging yourself. and also doing the things that you love to do. You can go out to eat by yourself, and if at your favorite restaurant without having anybody there with you, that's self-love to me.
Like
So.
learning how to be alone.
Exactly.
Learning how to be with yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And
that's not easy.
it's not.
It's
Believe me.
not. Anything else you want to add as far as what it means to you?
Like, I have an example. Like, if you saw how I handled the question, I probably may have come across kind of like awkward, or like I'm thinking a lot and I'm kind of jumbled and I stumble over myself, and that's okay with me. That's an example of self-love, and I can still like have self-love for myself even after listening to you speak so like perfectly, like
Eloquently.
right, like you just got to the point and it all made sense. Like, but I appreciate that there are different types of personalities that can be around each other.
For sure. I think maybe self-love can look different for everyone.
Yeah.
Everyone can have a different type of thing that makes them feel loved.
Right. And I agree with, you saying like self-love is also accepting your flaws too. A lot of the times we are so hard on ourselves. And I think that's very important. In order to love yourself, you have to love the bad side of you too. Everything's not perfect, like my edges this morning. I was trying to get those together and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go. I'm just going to do it. So you have to love those too. So.
Agree. I totally agree with that. So on that same train of thought, as far as like not complimenting yourself enough or not speaking kind enough to yourself, what do you love about yourself, Kendora?
I mean, what do I love about myself? I love that I'm able to do things like this to push myself out of my comfort zone, because I would much rather be sitting in my bed not doing anything.
Same.
Like I really would. But I make myself get out and do things like this, so I don't know, I have to push myself to grow and be vulnerable, and I feel like those things make it easier for me to love myself when I see that I do have the ability to grow and push myself to be uncomfortable, I guess.
Yeah, that's an amazing quality to have, to be able to push yourself beyond your comfort zone. That's really, really hard.
I'm sure you're doing it right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Are you
I'm not a
comfortable?
public speaker. I don't like to be on live streams, but here I am representing CGR. I'm in it for Chattanooga Girls Rock. Whatever they tell me, I'll do. But yeah, that's an amazing quality to push yourself like beyond your comfort zones. Really a challenge. What about you, Shanice? What do you love about yourself?
Let's see, everything. I'm just playing. No. I can say that the same thing with comfortability. Like I can say for a long time, I have not put myself out there. Like I was just so insecure with my talents, my looks, my size. I'm so petite and little. I'm like, people think I'm like 12, So I think what I love about myself now at this moment in time is that I've been able to put myself out there and for the world to see and be comfortable with what the world sees. And I don't care, what they may think or whatever, it's just, this is me, whether I'm doing a TikTok video or singing a song, this is me. So I think that's really what I love about myself today. Tomorrow might be different.
Right.
But
I would imagine as an artist, and especially as a performing artist, that you may struggle with self-love at times. You're putting yourself out there for the public eye. You're performing. People are going to be like, that's good, or I didn't like that, or I liked it. Everyone has an opinion. So do you feel like that's an important place to start, is by loving yourself before
Absolutely,
going
yeah.
into performing?
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
agree.
Yeah. You have to do some meditating and like you have to do like set some intentions for yourself so you can focus specifically. Like I want to communicate today. I have to wake up and think about things like that every day. Like what thing do I want to be better at today? That and like I keep saying, like when you focus on things, they can grow, and that helps grow you, and then you feel comfortable with like your personality and like where you're going. So that's self-love to me.
Yeah, agree. Yeah, right on. I would think that's really important to like get to know yourself, so that nobody else defines you or tries to like define you or tell you who you are when you're performing. I'm sure people try to do that. Men. No, I'm just kidding. What are some ways that you practice self-love? Like in action, how do you be like, I love myself so much, I'm going to treat myself to this, or just a daily routine that you have? Some people do that like mantra in the morning in the mirror. Have you guys seen that on social media? People doing like those morning mantras.
Not yet.
Yeah, I'm not a morning mantra kind of person, but what do you do on a daily to show yourself love?
For me, as a musician, I feel like teaching myself something new at least once a week is how I express self-love. You know, as far as like learning the guitar, you know, a lot of people don't know this, but I just recently taught myself the guitar within the past year.
Wow.
You know, once quarantine happened, I had picked up the guitar that I had sitting in one of my rooms at my home, you know, and I was like, hey, let me do something, you know, and ever since then, I was like, I was challenging myself to learn a new song, you know, with that or with the keyboard, just doing things like that. I also like to hike, so I did have a routine of hiking every Sunday, you know, just by myself.
That's awesome.
And then some people would see my social media and say, like, I want to join, and I'm like, no, this is me.
Getting away from all of y'all.
So, what about you?
That's great.
Well, every day I'm like I'm really specific about like the kind of rituals that I have for myself. Anyway, like I'll wake up. Number one, I have to make sure that my space is clutterless. Clutterless, no clutter. I can't take it. Like all these chords right now, I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay.
Anyway, no,
can
it's
see
okay. It's part of the life. But anyway, like so I have to make sure the space is clean. I've given my body some water. Like, hey, like wake up and get ready for today. And then I'll say something nice about myself to myself in my mind. Like I'm pretty glad that my feet can move. Like or like expressing gratitude, because if I can't be grateful, then I can't feel the self-love, whatever your perception of yourself even means. Whether it's the voice talking in your head or like your emotions or your feelings, that's another story. But
you're taking it existential now. Oh yeah.
I'm
Who
sorry.
am I, really?
But the main priorities for me are like making sure my space is clean. Number one, making sure that I've thought of something to improve on for the day, whether it be something super simple like make sure that I do some, wait, hold on, I'm trying to be age appropriate. Make sure I do some like wrist workouts or something, whatever for the day. Like, anyways.
Yeah. Burn some like smudge sticks.
Right.
Smudge your space. Yeah.
And I like what you said too, like making sure that you're like hydrating yourself, and healthiness is important to me too. Like I get called a rabbit by my friends because I love eating salads. Like I, you know, treat myself to, you know, healthy foods, you know, because a lot of times we get so consumed by, you know, the unhealthy things that sometimes the healthy stuff is a treat to our bodies. So, you know, just keeping that in a ritual, you know, each day is important for me. So.
Like all around health, right? Like your mental health, also your physical health is important, your emotional health. Yeah, for sure. I think it's easy to forget your physical health sometimes because we're so focused on our mental health, especially over the past year.
Wow, yes.
I think it's been a lot of like all of our energy was focused on our mental health, just hanging in there, you know? And so I think that it's easy to put your physical health on the back burner, but it's good to remember just to keep everything balanced, you know. But it's not always easy to keep that balance. Any other things that you do to like treat yourself or reward yourself if you feel like you've done a good job? And give yourself a pat on the back.
Okay, don't judge me.
How do you treat yourself other than salads?
Do not judge me, but I love just like listening to music in the car by myself, just riding sometimes, or sometimes just sitting outside in the car. People might think that's the weirdest thing, but to me, like, that's just a part of me being in tune with music, you know. Like, sometimes I'll play songs, my favorite songs, and just blast it in my car and just sit there and just, you know, listen to it. So to me, that's just another way I express self-love, you know, because I don't need anybody there with me to enjoy that moment. So
Absolutely. Yeah, that's amazing. Okay, we are ready to hear Kendora and Shanice perform.
Okay, that was
Alright.
fast.
Yeah, we'll be back with a closing question. Don't worry. We'll
It's
back
gonna
with
be
some
good.
more
It's
questions.
gonna burn.
But first, we're going to have Kendora play some songs, and then Shanice,
Yeah. Awesome.
and we'll be back.
No, I don't really like this as a bracelet. Okay, hello. This first song is called Sleeping with the Enemy. Creeping round corners, I don't feel like myself. Studying your movements is carousel, and I can confirm that you mean what you say, and I am pretty sure that it's better that way. Can I trust in you? Am I slipping up over you? If it really turn to be the way that I think, how bad could it be? If it really turn to be the way that I think, how bad could it be? I don't wanna make you think you'd get away with anything, and I know that we could go for round and round like 1, 2, 3. And I gotta question myself, is it coming possibly? And I kinda wonder, am I sleeping with the enemy? I don't wanna make you think you'd get away with anything, and I know that we could go for round and round like 1, 2, 3. And I gotta question myself, is it coming possibly? And I kinda wonder, am I sleeping with the enemy? I can't even tell if I'm making this up. Impossible to assume what you want. I'm watching my back like I got nothing left. I give you all I got. Wish I knew what was next. Can I trust in you? Am I slipping up over you? If it really turn to be the way that I think, how bad could it be? If it really turn to be the way that I think, how bad could it be? I don't wanna make you think you'd get away with anything, and I know that we could go for round and round like 1, 2, 3. And I gotta question myself, is it coming possibly? And I kinda wonder, am I sleeping with the enemy? I don't wanna make you think you'd get away with anything, and I know that we could go for round and round like 1, 2, 3. And I gotta question myself, is it coming possibly? And I kinda wonder, am I sleeping with the enemy? Oh, I got like nervous. Oh. Ooh, let me get a sip of water. Oh man, you know what? I'm not talking. Don't even talk about this water. I've been talking about teas and coffees and water. Thank you. That last song was about me being suspicious. Okay. Again, it was called Sleeping with the Enemy. It's wherever you want to listen to music, pretty much. Yes. This next song is called All Them Looks. Like me, I can see you now. I can see you now, giving me all them looks. How did I know? How did I know? I can see you now, yeah. I can see you now, giving me all them looks. How did I know? How did I know? Song is about somebody perceiving me after they acted like they didn't. I keep saying that, it's so funny, but it's so true. Like, always being on the internet and like perceiving other people and like being perceived is like, it's a lot. This last song is called Atmosphere. Stuck around, grass stains on my knees, so I mess around, but it ain't on me. I gave you my heart, man, I'm lost. I thought that I wanted, man, I'm lost. I thought that I had, baby. Okay. Thanks so much. Everyone. Yay. Okay. I have not done a performance in so long, so yay, that was fun. Okay. The real up next.
Now we're going to hear from the real. Yes.
Testing 1, testing 2, testing. I just love that, Kendora. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. That was beautiful. And then y'all are gonna hear my music. It's gonna be like, wow. Her stuff is like, nah, it was awesome. I almost want to borrow him for a minute. I'm just kidding. No. This first song that I'm gonna do is actually a remix that I did. It's like I get compared to Ari Lennox a lot. I get compared to Erykah Badu a lot. So I'm like, why not just remix the two and make my own sound / song with their songs? So here it goes. It's called New Apartment / Didn't You Know? I just bought a new apartment, gonna leave the floor away, walk around a thing naked, nobody can tell me nothing. I just bought a new apartment, gonna leave the floor away, walk around a thing naked, nobody can tell me nothing, nobody can tell me nothing, no. Nobody can tell me nothing, no. I just bought a new apartment, gonna leave the floor away, walk around a thing naked, nobody can tell me nothing, nobody can tell me nothing, no. Nobody can tell me nothing, no. I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn back there somewhere. Ooh, hey, ooh, I'm trying to decide which way to go. I think I made a wrong turn. 'Cause I just bought a new apartment, gonna leave the floor away, walk around and think. Nobody can tell me nothing. Nobody can tell me nothing, no. Nobody can tell me nothing, no. Ooh, hey, ooh, hey. Ooh, hey, ooh, hey. All right, we're just gonna start it off a little bit. Started off a little bit with some remixing stuff. Again, my name is Real. You can follow me on social media, all social media platforms. Right now, my name is Riel. So on Facebook, it's Riel Powell. It's my last name. It's not so fancy, but and then on Instagram, it's I Am The Real. So the next song that I'm gonna do is an LMA song. So I love this song. It's always a song that people, I guess, love to hear me sing for some reason. I have no clue why, but here it goes. I put my feelings on safety, so I don't go shooting where your heart beat. You take a bullet trying to save me, then I'm left to deal with making you bleed. It's a whole lot of love and trying to waste it. Like you be running a mile and never make it. It's just too bitter for words, don't wanna taste it. It's just too bitter for words, don't wanna face it. I'm done tripping, I've been tripping, I've been sipping. That's how I control this feeling. You keep giving, you keep on giving it. Ooh, baby, it's your love, it's too good to be true. Baby boy, your love's got me tripping on you. You know your love is good enough, I've been tripping on you. Yeah, your love is good enough, I've been tripping on you. Listen, my bad for tripping on you. 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 Oh, see, you know I'm cool when I ain't waiting, but I act a fool when I don't get it. So yeah, I'm steady bruising, trying to save this, but I tripped on your love, now I'm addicted. And that's a whole lot of love, ain't trying to waste it. We could be running a mile and never make it. It's too bitter for words, don't wanna taste it. It's too bitter for words, don't wanna face it. No, I'm done tripping, I've been tripping, I've been sipping. That's how I control this feeling. You keep giving, I keep on getting it. Ooh, baby, it's your love, it's good to be true. Baby boy, your love's got me tripping on you. Know your love is good enough, I've been tripping on you. Yeah, your love is good enough, I've been tripping on you. Tripping, I've been sipping, that's how I control this feeling. You keep giving, you keep on giving it. Ooh. All right, so thank you. This last song, so I was gonna do one song, but I'm just gonna do a remix of 2 songs. I don't know why I like remixing stuff. I'm just weird, I guess. So this next song is actually like a remix as well. So you'll probably catch on after I sing the second half of it. So if y'all know it, sing along, you guys. Whip, body, crib, got it, job on it. Did I ever ask you to take me to go shopping in Paris, selling overseas and just drape me in Gucci? No, all I ever asked was you to pick up the phone. All I ever asked was you to show me some love. No, I never had an issue, go to the club, boy. Never wanted you to stay too long, just wanted you to show me off. So won't you say my name, say my name. If you claim you want me, ain't no thing. You acting kinda shady, ain't been calling me baby. Boy, you can go stop playing games, playing games. That's the first song. Now watch how I mash this up. Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say baby I love you. If you ain't running games, say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Why the sudden change? Say my name, say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. If you ain't running game, say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Why the sudden any other day I would call, you would say, baby, how's your day? But today it's the same. Every other word is yeah, okay. Could it be that you are the crib with another lady? If you took it there, first of all, let me say, I am not the one. Sit around and be played. So prove yourself to me. I'm the girl that you claim. Why don't you say the things that you said to me yesterday? I know y'all know that one. So say my name, say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. If you ain't running game, say my name, say my name. Acting kinda shady, ain't calling me baby. Why the sudden change? Say my name, say my name. No one is around you. Say, baby, I love you. If you ain't running game, say my name, say my name. You acting kinda shady. Yeah. So why you playing games, playing games? Thank y'all. My name is Rio. Make sure y'all follow me. Thank y'all so much for this opportunity. I know we're not done. We're going to talk some more. So,
Oh, thank you, the real. That's
Thank you.
amazing.
thank you.
Round of applause, all four of us. That was amazing, and so was your set,
Yeah.
Kendora.
Well, thanks.
Awesome.
That was
I was
great.
thinking,
Yes.
like,
Very lovely.
yeah, for both sets, they were both amazing. I was thinking I'm a longtime Kendora fan, like long time. So I was like, that was amazing. Long time follow. I'm a fan of Rock Floyd. Amazing in the back there.
Oh yeah, I
Genius.
didn't even say anything about him. I wasn't even gonna say anything, was I?
Genius.
man.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
awesome.
Amazing. I love the guitar. The guitar strings were beautiful. And the Rio, I'm a new fan for sure.
Awesome,
That was
thank you.
beautiful. I love mashups. I think it takes like brilliance to be able to do a mashup and make it work.
Thank
And
you.
you
Just
made
like-
it sound so effortless, just like how
Yeah.
you were talking earlier.
Aw, thank
For sure,
you.
yeah.
My original music will be coming out shortly, so it'll probably be coming out in April. So be on the lookout. I
April,
will have an
okay.
EP coming out.
Definitely. How many songs are on the E EP?
That's what we're trying to figure out. I have so much,
Yeah.
but we're trying to condense everything. So right now, we're probably going to be like 7 or 8 songs.
Okay.
So
Wow.
pretty much an album, I guess. But
Looking forward to it.
yay!
So who are some artists that you look up to or that inspire you in any way, in self-love or just in general that inspire you?
That's tough.
Let's see, Beyonce.
Yeah.
Sasha Fierce. But no, Beyonce
sure.
was the first one. But then as I come into my womanhood, I started listening to like jazz artists. So like Nina Simone is one of my favorite artists. I like Andra Day, or however you say her name too. I love her sound, like the raspy voices. I kind of connect with those because my sound is very unique, you know. And Lauryn Hill, she's another one, and Christina Aguilera is another one. So, oh yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a very loaded.
That was a
question
great
because You can
list.
start. That was like you planned that out. Because
No.
it's like it just really depends on like how far back you want to go. Like if you're talking about being a kid, like yeah, like Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, Mariah Carey.
Britney Spears,
I
Mariah.
mean,
How did I forget Mariah?
You didn't. Gosh. What else was I gonna say? But like yeah, we're talking about when we were little. But I'm just gonna try to keep it a little bit short because I'm gonna say like a newer artist. Gosh, it's not even new anymore. Majid Jordan is probably the most inspiring artist to me, both of them, because the lyrics don't have to be like super woke. Like you can make pop music and people not belittle your intelligence. And it was inspiring to see them come out and be so accepted by people. And I was like, okay, so I can just kind of really be myself and be corny as I want to be. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. The more yourself you are, right?
like I know the 90s, it's like cool to reference the 90s and stuff now, or maybe it's not cool anymore, whatever. But, but like, you know, like to hear somebody now and they're not a meme, they're not a joke. They're really musicians, so it's really cool and inspiring to me.
Yeah, for sure.
I love them.
Yeah. Anybody else?
Trying to think.
Who are you listening to lately that you can't stop listening to?
If I say it, y'all gonna judge me.
No, promise.
I love the City Girls.
Oh yeah.
But
same.
sometimes you have to have that fun, like just, senseless music sometimes just to kind of just get you out your comfort zone. So like I love listening to music that's very, just out there sometimes. Like I like Doja Cat,
Like to have fun, you know?
Yes, yeah, that like to have fun music, even though that's not my genre per se, but like just listening to things like that, it kind of like, just dance music and stuff like that. I like that as well because it kind of challenges me to think differently too. Like, oh, wow, they were so creative when they came up with this, it's like, wow, like, so how can I be creative and incorporate this into my sound or, these kind of lyrics and to attract, this audience or something like that. Because I think with my sound and my music that I'm working on, I think a lot of the times it's kind of dated, like I'm like old school. Like I said, I love jazz.
Classic.
And I love
it's
blues,
classic.
Jazz, those kind of things. But, it's 2021 and some of the younger girls might not understand, like Nina Simone, like who is that, But I also like, singing those kind of songs too to kind of get those, like my little cousins and things like that. Like if I show them those songs, they're like, oh, okay, I see why you like it. So just introducing, younger girls to that kind of music is awesome too.
Yeah,
So.
they're ageless, those songs.
Exactly.
That kind of music.
Exactly.
And that's what Chattanooga Girls Rock is about, really, introducing, the next generation or the youth, of things that should be, ageless and people like Nina Simone and Bessie Smith.
Yes,
We want to make sure that
right here
they're
in
not
Chattanooga.
forgotten, keep on
Exactly.
playing their music. It's great.
Awesome.
So if you could go back to when you were first discovering Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera or Mariah Carey, and you could give yourself some advice right at that age, right at that stage of life, what would it be?
Don't be so hard on yourself. Take it easy. I mean, it's so easy to say that, but it's like I recently, I don't know if this is getting too deep, but I recently like had this little meeting with like my inner self like a few months ago because I felt like it was necessary, and I was like, okay, I know this kind of sounds a little out there, but let me just like lay down and chill out and think like about like an open field, and then like whatever like my past self, whichever version of my past self like comes to me, like I'll think about that and like just like think how we would connect and how we would relate. And like I feel like I got to know myself a lot better even by like trying to that sounds like a
No,
lot.
that's a real therapeutic practice.
That's
For
awesome.
real. You like, I don't know if you knew that like I do that in therapy sometimes.
I've
talk to my child self. So
I've
you're
never
right
been
on.
to therapy, so I didn't know if that was like just a little heavy for what we're talking about. But I do feel like, there's things you like it's easy to say just take it easy on yourself, but until you're older and you look back, you're like, wow, I really should have done that. It really was
Right.
going to be okay.
Right.
It'll be okay.
I agree with that, like wholeheartedly, because like back then I used to be in my house with my mom. It's just me and my mom too. So back then I would just like want to just scream and sing like,
Yeah.
but like Mariah Carey and all those high and whistle notes. Like I wanted to
So
do
loud.
that, but I just was like, no, I can't do that. Like So back then I feel like I should just did it. I should have did. I don't care. My mom would have pushed me out the window. No, but seriously, like that is so true. Like sometimes like during that age time and age, we're just so hard on ourselves, even as kids dealing with bullying and all those kind of things. I was bullied. I don't know if that's too heavy, but I was bullied, and that's not always, something that people want to speak out on, especially now in adulthood, but it does make a difference to know like who you are now enough to be able to say like, yeah, I was bullied, but who cares? Now I'm doing this. So I really think that back then, just being able to talk to yourself now, and knowing yourself now is very important. So,
For sure. Yeah, that's good advice for sure. Just not take it too seriously. Yeah, don't worry about the bullying. It doesn't define you. It doesn't mean anything about you.
If you got some pimples, like it's really okay. Don't touch it.
Still go to
Leave it
school.
alone. Go to school.
you
don't
can leave that
touch
toothpaste
it.
on there too. Just who cares?
No,
It's
I
gonna
mean,
be
wash it
okay.
off.
I still have them, and I'm like, I feel like I can do anything I want. It's never stopped me from doing anything. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
true.
I feel like when you're a kid, you really are worried about a lot of like physical things or like financial
Right,
things.
you
like,
are.
I feel like this jacket probably is too short. Like I'm wearing like my baby cousin's jacket. And somebody told me that about my shirt when I was in middle school, and I never forgot it. And I'm still bringing it up today. But really, it's okay because I can joke about it now.
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's
now
what
you
I
can
mean. Like now you
accept
can accept all those things.
all the
So-
like
Right.
things about you that used to embarrass you or you used to hope nobody noticed. It's good if you can get to the place where you're like, I love myself and I like this too, even though people made fun of me for it. Like, that's really strong. It's really hard, so respect.
Even the mole on my nose, people used to call it a booger. Like, and I used to fall for it every time. They're like, you have a booger in your nose. And I'm like, no, I don't.
No.
And they're talking about the mole. And now I accept it as a beauty mark, So.
Yeah, a
it's
beauty
like-
mark.
There we go.
I have one too. Yeah, they used to make fun of my mole too.
See? I'm telling you.
They never said booger, but I'm surprised they didn't. It's pretty close to my nose.
See? I'm telling you.
Yeah. I mean, we accept our moles now as
Exactly.
beauty marks. We know that they're beauty
beauty
marks now,
marks.
right?
No, we know the truth. Yeah. Not
Girls,
accept them.
moles
we know
are
it's the
beauty
truth.
marks, okay?
That's exactly right.
Another thing, like accepting your flaws is not a thing. You don't even have flaws. You're just a person. You didn't
That's a good
ask to be
point.
I
born.
like that.
Just live. Like nobody asked for this. Like,
Yeah. That's
like
the next
when
level,
people
right?
say like,
Wow.
"Oh yeah, just be okay with your flaws." They're not flaws.
They
It's
they
just
don't
like
exist.
really normal and common
They're not
that
real.
people that like. Anyways,
That's so true. That's a good point. That's like the next level of
Yeah.
self-acceptance is like, wait,
That's awesome.
flaws aren't real. Yeah, amazing.
in my opinion, yeah.
No, I agree with you.
That's cool.
I
I never
agree.
thought of it like that, and I like that. Like you opened me to a new way to think. Like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Like I like that.
It is a flaw if you just hate people though. Don't be a hater.
Don't be a
That's
hater.
flaw.
That's a
Don't
good
hate on
point.
We don't like
No.
that. We
That
don't
is
like
a flaw.
haters.
That's the one flaw.
You're
Don't be
right.
mean. Mean people aren't cool
people. Or we
Right.
at all. All right, so I want to say thank you again to Kendora, to the Riel,
Real.
and to SoundCorps for letting us use their bandwidth slot and their bandwidth stage, which is really beautiful and cool. Thanks to Chattanooga Girls Rock for having this live stream in the first place.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. Awesome.
Where
Thank
can
you.
we find the two of you on social media?
Instagram. Don't look me up on Facebook. Twitter, really, I protect my tweets because I don't know. I like to just say anything. Just Instagram, okay? Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, whatever. I'm on all those.
There we go.
Awesome. You can find me on Facebook as Real Powell, and you can find me on Instagram as I Am The Real. So IAMTHERIEL.
RIEL, as in Ariel.
Ariel without the
That's a
A.
good way to remember it. Yeah.
They're Ariel without the A. That should have been my stage name. They're like, where did you get that from? Like, why?
Yeah, it makes so much sense. The real, and it works two ways. It's like a double entendre. It's cool.
Exactly.
And I got to meet one of my Instagram friends today in person.
Oh, nice.
We've never met.
I love it.
Yes.
It's an honor.
I love it.
Yes, I just wanted to share that moment.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Share that was a moment.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Thank you both for being a part of our live stream tonight. It was an honor to have you both. Make sure you go and follow Chattanooga Girls Rock and SoundCorps and Kendora and The Real on all the social medias. And be on the lookout for The Real's EP dropping in April sometime.
Yes.
So keep an eye out for that. And thank you for being with us tonight. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Bye.